So what I got here is a camshaft synchronizer on a Ford 4.2 liter V6 engine. These were made from 1997 to I believe 2005. And I guess, you know, over time those sensors and those camshafts go out. I was told if you run it low on oil, it can definitely damage the shaft inside of it. But that's it. Yeah. In order to get to where I'm at right now, you got to take out that air box right there. It's got a few holes. You press up on this side, unbolt those, unclamp that, remove this, take this completely out, and then you'll have that clamp up there exposed. Take that, remove that, it just pops right out, and then you'll have access to boom, this puppy. I just bent that puppy out of the way. Oh yeah, this sensor also needs to be removed when you do the air box. I apologize about that. Okay, and then you'll have more room to work with. You got this coolant line, which is right, yep, this one right here. I just moved out of the way. You know, take that out. And there's also a Y pipe, which is this guy right here. I just moved it out of the way. And you know, there's this guy right here. I moved that out of the way. That Y pipe's connected to it. There's also another one on the other end, but there's going to be a keeper bolt right there that holds that Y pipe in. It's got an O-ring in it. You just yank it out, and then you'll have your EGR valve right there. It also has like a holder bracket that the EGR will mount on to it. Right there. There's a little hole in it. And it'll feed straight up right in to right there. I believe that's your that's the lower intake manifold. Okay, so you get all that removed, and you also have one more keeper, which is right there, and that holds your camshaft synchronizer in place. So given the fact that this engine's all cruddy, and I imagine almost every single 4.2 on the road right now is going to be the same exact way because it's been over a decade, you know, since they manufactured these engines. So given that, you know, I couldn't really mark it. I should have marked it before I even fucked with it, because now the timing's all fucked up. However, if you're ever in a pinch, I'm not promoting these people, I don't even know them, but it's called Future Now. I got this tool at O'Reilly's. This is a top dead center indicator. And you thread this puppy into your first spark plug, first cylinder. You manually crank, you know, the engine by hand on your harmonic balancer, and you wait for this puppy to raise on the compression stroke. You want to make sure it's raised, and as soon as it goes back down, you move it back up a tick by cranking it back clockwise, or after you do counterclockwise. Either way. So, or unless it goes back down. So now that I truly have it on top dead center, I marked it for future references, just in case I fuck up or I have to go back to it and this doesn't quite work out, but I'm pretty sure the third time is going to be the charm. You know, finding true top dead center, without that and having this whole engine in place is kind of a pain in the ass. I didn't even know those tools existed. I was trying to use a compression tester to find it, and I was like, okay, maybe that's it. Unfortunately, there isn't any markings on that harmonic balancer, and if there was, that would have made my life a lot easier. Unfortunately, I believe that's an aftermarket pulley, and that fucked off my whole week. So now that this, is accessible, this will pop right out. Okay. Now look at that, buddy. Okay. Give me that fucking thing. Give it here. Okay. So that's that. I'm gonna pause this video, but that sensor on top, that's a 7.5 millimeter or 5.5 millimeter. I think I have it here. 1 second, where did I put it? 5.5 millimeter. Okay, and on the inside will be like in a little lining thing. I'm gonna line it, make sure that this sensor is going to be pointing 55 degrees from the center, but it's just cockeyed to do it so it'll probably look like that somewhere around the engine. It's not fully all the way over, but it'd be kind of cockeyed, I would say, pointing more so towards your front left headlight over there, or right headlight, depending on how you're looking at it from the fucking vehicle, whatever. And then this right here came with it. This is the some people call it the boss tool or the synchronizer tool for the Fords, but I'll remove it, make sure it's aligned in there, and given that my timing is correct now, I'll just drop this fucker right in place